The most painful goodbyes aren't the ones you hear. They're the ones you feel breaking you from the inside, long before the person ever says a word. You don't really notice the moment love starts dying. It never arrives with thunder. It slips in like a quiet thief, stealing something small every day, a little warmth, a little patience, a little "I'll be right back." And suddenly you wake up one morning realizing the person you trusted with your entire heart has already begun walking away, even while their body still stands in front of you. That night, I remember sitting on the cold wooden bench near the old cafe, the one we promised would always be our place. The streetlights flickered, the air smelled like rain, and every passing face felt like a question I didn't know how to answer. She said she'd meet me there at 8. We'd talk, clear the distance, fix what had gone silent between us. But 8 turned into 9, and 9 turned into 10, and the world kept moving while I sat still, clinging to the kind of hope only fools and lovers carry. I kept replaying every moment we ever had, the late, night calls filled with laughter, her voice half-us, sleep whispering she'd stay forever, the way she'd look at me like I was the only safe place she'd ever known. But forever is just a word until someone tests it, and real love is just a dream until someone wakes up. I didn't realize I was holding on to memories while she was letting go of the future. It hit slowly, painfully, the realization that someone can still be alive, still breathing somewhere under the same sky, yet gone from your life like they never belonged to it. And that hurts more than death ever could. Because how do you grieve a person who still exists? How do you bury a story that hasn't fully ended, but also can't continue? I kept staring at the empty seat across from me, as if her shadow might come before she did, as if the universe would take pity on one stubborn heart refusing to break quietly. But love doesn't heal like that, and people don't come back just because you're waiting. By 11, the cafe closed. The staff gave me those soft, pitying smiles people use when they know something you're still trying not to accept. I walked home slowly, dragging the weight of every unanswered message, every fading promise, every moment I tried to save what someone else had already abandoned. It wasn't the loneliness that hurt. It was the truth. She didn't forget to come. She simply chose not to. And that night became the moment I realized. Sometimes love ends long before the relationship does. The days after that night felt like learning how to breathe underwater possible, but not without drowning a little first. I'd wake up checking my phone like a ritual, half, hoping, half, fearing her name would appear on the screen. But silence became her only language, and absence became her final answer. You'd think the world stops when someone breaks you. It doesn't. The sun rises, people laugh, doors open and close, and life moves with a cruel normalcy that almost mocks your pain. I'd pass places we visited, and each one felt like a ghost refusing to leave. The bookstore where she'd pretend to read poetry, but secretly watch me from behind the shelves. The small bridge where she once cried into my chest, saying no one ever understood her the way I did. And the station where she hugged me too tightly, whispering she'd always return. Funny how always becomes never without a sound. Healing didn't arrive in one moment. It came in waves. Some days I'd feel okay, steady, almost grateful. And other days, a single song, a familiar smell, or a voice that wasn't hers would rip open everything I tried so hard to bury. I learned something then. Love doesn't fail because two people stop loving. It fails because one person stops trying. I kept replaying all the things I wanted to say if she ever returned, how I would have forgiven the distance, forgiven the silence, forgiven everything just to feel her close one more time. But forgiveness only works when two people want to fix the same wound, and she wasn't looking for healing. She was looking for escape. One evening, weeks later, I stood at the same cafe, not waiting, not hoping, just standing. And in that still moment, I finally understood. Closure doesn't come from people. It comes from acceptance, from realizing the person you loved wasn't yours to keep, from accepting that you gave your heart to someone who wasn't ready to hold it, and from finally letting go of the version of them you created in your mind. I walked away without looking back, without checking if she might appear this time, because some stories aren't meant to end with a reunion. They are meant to end with strength, and mine did, not because she returned, she never did, but because I finally did. I returned to myself,